My darling little page monster, I need to grade say that the ripped page case is served, and you should try to keep your kids neater. Clean clothes are better. I took two buns from my pocket and gave one to Fang and one to Sludge. Rosamond kept clapping. Little Hex must have taken the Harvard Hedgehog page too. What a talent he has! Not so fast, I said. You are trying to reuse a clue. Little Hex might not have taken the page. Tell me everything about your Harvard Hedgehog book. Well, yesterday Annie and I went to the book sale at the school around the corner. I bought the book there. I read it before I bought it. There weren't any missing pages. After I bought the book, I kept it with me in my hands on my head. I even slept with it. Is there anything else I should know? I asked. No, I'm a president. I think of everything. Then I must leave, I said. Leave? But you just came. That's how it is in the detective business, I said. We come, we go. We go where the clues take us. Annie the Great knew that I needed more clues. If the book was with Rosamond all the time, how could a page be missing? Chapter 10 Stretch Fang. Annie, Fang, Sludge, and I left Rosamond's house. I'm looking for a new clue, I said to Annie. A missing page clue. I don't have any clue, Annie said. But I want you to know that Fang can be stretched some of the time. You should have seen him at the school book sale. What? I said. How was there? He was there? I brought him along when I went with Rosamond, Annie said. Tell me exactly how Fang was stretched there, I said. Well, we went to the book used the book table. A lady there told us that some books might have food stains, loose bindings, and faded pages. Rosamond began picking through books and reading them. If she liked the book, she put it up high on the table. Suddenly, Fang put his paws on the table and started to sniff a book. There were stains on it that looked like chicken noodle soup. Fang licked the book. Then he pawed through more books and licked the pages. Lots of books fell to the floor. Fang was really stretched. It was his kind of table. Then what happened? I picked up the books that Fang had licked and I bought them. Rosamond's pile had toppled over, but she scooped up her books from the table and the floor and bought them. We both went home with full bags. Since Fang had licked and licked the books, I put them all in his doghouse. Thank you for the information, I said. I turned to Sludge. You and I are going to school. Chapter 11 School Clues. Sludge and I rushed to the school. The book sale was in the gym. A lady walked up to us. I knew she was a librarian because she had a badge on her shirt that said librarian. Sometimes being a detective is easy. Hello, I said. I'm looking for Harvard Hedgehog. You're in luck, the librarian said. We've sold 2 copies of Harvard, but we still have one left. And here is one on the table. Do you have pages 15 and 16? I asked. Yes, the pages are in good shape. Clean and with a strong binding. No chicken noodle soup, I said. What? I was just thinking, I'm a detective. I think a lot. I think I will buy this book. I bought the book and thanked the librarian. Then Sludge and I went home. Chapter 12 The Hedgehog Picture. I sat down in my favorite chair. I opened my Harvard Hedgehog book. I turned to page 15. There was a picture of Harvard getting his photo taken in front of a big clock. He looked proud, and he was smiling. But why would anyone take that page? I need to grade say that there must be far better things in this world to watch than a hedgehog posing for his photo. And then I remembered something. What I had just seen in the book was not news to me. I had already heard about it. Ina the Great was about to solve this case. Chapter 13. Reading Together. I have two clues, school clues. I was told that the pages in my book were in good shape, clean, strong binding, and I was told that some books had loose bindings. Pages, bindings. I need to great say that a loose binding could cause a loose page, and a loose page could become a missing page. There had been 3 copies of the Harvard Hedgehog book at the used book table. Rosamond had picked a good copy, but when her pile fell down, she must have grabbed the copy that had the missing page. She didn't know it. Annie must have bought the good copy that Rosamond had picked out, and she didn't know it. And how did I need to break know it? Because I now remembered where I had heard about Harvard Hedgehog smiling in front of a big clock from Harry at the book club meeting. But how could Harry have known what was on page 15 since it was missing? Because he had seen the book at home. Harry must have been looking at Frank's book, and he saw the Harvard Hedgehog picture. I turned to Sludge. I must give this book to Rosamond and tell her that the case is solved. I must also tell Annie to feed Fang plenty of chicken noodle soup. But there is something else I want to do first. I need to pick up every book that Rosamond had brought over and carefully put them on a shelf, just where they should be, I said. Then I took my Harvard Hedgehog book and sat down in my chair. I'm going to read this book as a reader and not as a detective, I said. Let's read it together. Sludge jumped up on my lap, and I made the great read and read until I reached